What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy Pool Kinda Boxing, coming back at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing minds. Please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers that's subscribing to my channel. Here we're going to look at Errol Spence Jr. and some of his boxing ability and techniques, you know what I'm saying, and his ability to box on the outside and how he goes about it. Here, you know, he's jabbing. I think this is the jab that's going to give Terence Crawford problems. And he's not people think Errol Spence Jr. just rushes in, but he don't. No, he's very tactically and fundamentally sound. So he comes in behind the jab, and Ugas is a high boxing IQ type fighter. And see, you know, and plus he has an exceptionally long reach. So, you know, Errol has to be careful, you know what I'm saying? So with his Olympic pedigree, you know, he knows he has to box and be careful. He's filling out Ugas, but yet he's still starting to employ his pace, and that's important for Errol Spence Jr. because you know, he's always fighting to control the line, and he's trying to find ways to do that by using his jab. So, you know, he's trying to double jab. He's not even committing to it. He's just trying to see how Ugas is going to react. And Ugas reacts by, you know, feigning and trying to control Errol Spence Jr. in the range, you know what I'm saying, with dipping and feinting on the inside. But Errol is employing the jab, using head feints, you know what I'm saying, just kind of filling them out. And this is how Crawford, this is how I see Errol Spence Jr. and Crawford looking on the boxing side. And you know, you can clearly see that Errol Spence Jr. can fight off the back foot if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But his style is predicated on him controlling the line and the fighting line between them. So he's trying to dominate the line. He's controlling the line with jabs. He's controlling Ugas with jabs, even though Ugas is not a super aggressive fighter, but Crawford isn't a super aggressive fighter either. He's a counterpuncher just like Ugas. So, you know, Errol Spence Jr., you see how he's tactically trying to find his spots, seeing what he can do. And, you know, he's thinking on the fly right here. You know what I'm saying? But he's still being fundamentally sound. And see, Ugas just caught him. So Errol Spence Jr. is hittable. You know what I'm saying? He will take a punch. But, you know, this is boxing at a high championship level. These guys are going to hit you. They're going to find their spots. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just got to figure out the timing of each other. And whoever, you know, gets their rhythm first is probably gonna win that round, you know what I'm saying? But because Errol Spence Jr. has such a high work rate, you know what I'm saying? He's always constantly jabbing you. He always constantly pumping that jab, always constantly trying to get on the inside, and using that tight defense, you know what I'm saying, to guard his head, to you know, and keep in range to protect his body. See, you can hit Errol Spence Jr. to the body once he overcommits on the inside. And I think that's what a lot of people are saying here with Errol Spence Jr. is that, you know, you can get to his body, but it's not going to be 2-3 shots. You know what I'm saying? You may get one shot in, you know what I'm saying, because Spence got that step back, you know what I'm saying, defense. And he's always holding up that left hand, you know what I'm saying? And he's constantly coming at you with the jab. He's constantly, you know, just pressuring you, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he loves that stab jab to the solar plex, and he get caught pulling, you know, and Errol Spence Jr. gets caught pulling out, you know what I'm saying? As you just see, he does pull straight back, you know what I'm saying? You know, will Crawford be able to take advantage of that? See, and another thing is, you know, he's been off for 17 months, so, you know, he's just getting into the ring with a world-class fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of this is rust too. You know what I'm saying? Not just to make excuses, but you know what I'm saying, you can see a lot of this is rust. You know what I'm saying? He's just getting into a world championship fight, and it's just, but look how sharp Errol Spence Jr. is. You know what I'm saying? And I love that feint, step feint that Errol Spence Jr. does. And he's you know what I'm saying, he got head movement. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people say you don't have head movement. You can see the head movement, the feinting. You know what I'm saying? He just does what's necessary. You know what I'm saying? He's just very, see that step feint, you know what I'm saying? So he's not going to just be running in there on Terence Crawford, as you can see from this round here. And you know, he's very tactically with his aggression, and he's trying to see what he can do. And you know what I'm saying, he's trying to figure out Ugas, and see, and Ugas just dipped a little too low, and Errol Spence Jr. was able to get in a combination. And once again, you know, Errol Spence Jr. is popping that jab, which Derek James is always telling Errol, pop that jab, because it disrupts, you know what I'm saying, your opponent and everything they're trying to do. So here they're starting up again, and you know, he's doing his feints, you know what I'm saying? And see, Errol Spence Jr. just behind everything is behind the jab. You know, you'll see Errol, you know, he gets caught pulling out, you know, often, and then dipping under. He gets caught, you know what I'm saying, in this fight. But Errol Spence Jr. can mix it up. Say Ugas, he knows he's real crafty, he can get to that body, but he can't get to, you can't hit Errol Spence Jr. consistently though. That's what I want everybody to see, that, you know, you may be able to get 1 or 2 shots in, but you can't hit them consistently. And here Errol, you know, coming off that pivot, you know what I'm saying, he hits you with those left hooks. So once again, you know, popping that jab and going to that body, you know what I'm saying, good inside work, and working off that hook. You know, so this defense did not work for Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He's just a little too inactive. And, you know, like, I don't think Crawford would be, I don't think he'll be immobile as Ugas. But, you know, you can see, you know, Errol Spence Jr., he will pursue you. It don't matter pretty much where you go. In this fight, he didn't have to do that. But I just wanted you to see how tactically, you know what I'm saying, Errol Spence Jr. can box. You know what I'm saying? He can do pretty much what he wants in there, you know what I'm saying? It's just under a fundamental, it's just a fundamental way of approaching things. You know what I'm saying? He can circle around you, he can go underneath, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? But it's always behind that jab, you know what I'm saying? He can pump it, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 times if he want to. It just depends on what he want to do in there and how he want to employ it. See how he's backing up Ugas with the jab? And I believe this is how he's going to back up Crawford, who's going to try to time him off this jab. And look how he just worked his way inside of Ugas, who's just waiting on the counter. And see, this is the problem with Terence Crawford. He's going to be waiting on counters, and Spence is going to be scoring. And he's going to be looking at for the knockout. See, and he just got caught there. Now that's, he got caught, but he tried it again, and Errol Spence Jr. learned from that and was able to catch the next hook. So he can, his boxing IQ, you know, you're not going to be able to hit Errol Spence Jr. with the same punches over and over. You know what I'm saying? You know, he learns, you know what I'm saying? He has a high boxing IQ. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that step jab is deadly, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that step feint that he does is a deadly little move he does, you know. And it's disrupting, the jab is disrupting what Ugas can do in there. And I think Spence hand speed is awesome. You know what I'm saying? They say, you know, he's slow. You know what I'm saying? He's not super fast like Terence Crawford, but he has enough hand speed, you know what I'm saying, and enough power, you know what I'm saying. And see, there you go. That's where Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying, he have lapses sometimes on his defense. So I just want to take a look at this mistake that Errol Spence Jr. makes. You know what I'm saying? You know, he telegraphs the hook over the top of Ugas, and Ugas takes advantage of it. Now this is something he's gonna have to look out for. Something he's gonna have to clean up. You know what I'm saying? The 17-month layoff. You know what I'm saying? He cannot overcommit. You know what I'm saying? Miss these hooks. Terence Crawford is a precise, devastating counterpuncher, and but I think he would clean this up. You know what I'm saying? I think it's due to rust and Ugas being such an excellent counterpuncher. And that was a good body shot too, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna get hit with body shots when you're trying to get on the inside. And you know, that was overcommitting. And Derrick James kind of coached him that he was going. So Derrick James just told him he was loading up too much, and that he was shooting the hook too high, hurt that in the corner.
Music licensing reimagined.
You know what I'm saying? That was a great body shot by Ugas, and Terence Crawford is good at going to the body. But I don't want to make this video too long. We'll do another one to see some more stuff, you know what I'm saying, between these two fighters. This has been Pool Counter Boxing. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, y'all. See you guys in the next one. Peace.